Hey, greetings. It's Susie Q here, working with another Akashic record, moving into automatic writing. And whenever I look at my Akashic records, I just know that some of these records are coming through, and I'm able to access some of this. And through the automatic writing, this is where we get these strange and amazing and wonderful ways of looking at life. So we've got two different pieces here that became companions this morning. So we'll start now. The cataclysmic tenure upset the uprising of unnaturalness. Ironically, the tyrannical persuasions crumbled by the unseen as the modern day lamenting drove the landslide down, way on down. So far down, the choices one can make are quite literally astounding. A new day, a new dawn, a new life, a new way. On the other side of midnight is a golden pearl deeply hidden in the recesses of the places we have yet to implore to reveal. Think a thought. Upon a surge, a wave, there are energetic forces that are conspiring to lift up your electromagnetic holographic field. In this neutral set point, crafting anew comes naturally. Whereupon you will begin to register instantaneous manifestations. Call this cliche or proclaim, this is indeed a new way and a welcome way. Energy precedes thought. Integral fine tunings to the grand gyration of energies about are always in your field. Goodness surrounds each and every one of us. Even in the appearances of void or disharmony within, therein lies the dichotomy of this rise to waking up. Sleeper's sonnet in bliss. Frame by frame, the path to miracles ignites imaginations, even if they be covered in clover during periods of rest. Appearances of instantaneous anything challenges our thinking mind. With this, we desire to illustrate this notion in a way that we meet you where you are right now. Your energy centers work on your behalf all the time. That which you desire first is expressed in your energy centers, all the while you may believe your thoughts create things. Energy precedes thought as your higher consciousness self knows your purposeful and divinely orchestrated life in this now. What blocks this innate quality to unfurl naturally is your ideals around what it is that you believe and what it is that you are unable to release and let go of. What part of myself cannot let it go? And it's a little bit more here, more to come on this train of energy and juicy, juicy motion. All right, so we're going to move into the second companion piece. It's going to be a little, these are like tongue twisters, really. I don't even know how I wrote these things, but this is what happened. All right, so we're going to move into another vibe here. Mind-bending adaptability, extracted essence of the root tree of life born within each of you, access points of knowledge swirling about our central sun. Stand tall. Adaptability calls forth a new stage of being. This is you. The container of the ancients. Chime the frequencies about. Claim what you discern to be your soul's true intent of this sojourn here. Whirling about in this planetary scape, a plethora of scripts to choose from. Adapting does derive a workarounds indeed. If you dare to mind bend your very adventuresome adaptability, take this for a ride. Rooted from the ages, the potential of this plane of existence, plentiful choices to select from. Your adaptability creates your outcome. Your relationship with frequencies assist in discerning. Is this the narrative I desire to call forth? Beautiful divine beings. God's source energy is your essence, your true birthright. Own it. Mind bend at will. Simply allow this to be. This planet designed for so much more than what we conceptually believe. Where we stand, a glimpse of heaven on earth, each and every in-breath and each and every out-breath remind us all of our mind-bending gifts of life. sovereignty, the majesty rooted deep within, in trust, and know that you are free. All right. Whew. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of words, and sometimes the words get caught up and get snared with some of these ways that we look at the meaning of the words and how we relate to the words, or maybe is it all just energy? Maybe it is all just energy. And so we've got somebody here, I think that's got maybe a couple questions. I've got somebody here live, and I'd like to just see if there's any questions. He's my stuff is so abstract, but yeah, so do we have any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
How can one apply this message to express more health in their own body?
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, so with both of these two pieces, again, a lot of words, a lot of energy around these words. And the more that we're really looking at these experiences with what can I do for my body? How can I heal my body? Or what else do I need to know about my body? All of these energies that are coming through, whether it be energies, pure light energy, could it be frequencies or higher bands of frequencies that are working. So the more that you can kind of lean into some of these energies and see if you can get a little bit more guidance going forth. Maybe just taking some breathing in and breathing out. Being that beautiful state of consciousness through the inhalation, infusing all the beautiful life force energy within you, and with the exhalation, that beautiful exhalation is an opportunity to let things go. And a lot of people are like stuck, I can't let go. But once you start working with the exhalation, you know that it's not only moving the air out of the body, but it's also taking out all these other some things that are in the body that are ready to recede from your physical reality. So when we're really looking at the healing of the body, I believe it begins, there's maybe two positive things I would have to say about it is breathing in and breathing out, and you're informing yourself that you're alive, you're still here, and with the exhalation you're letting things go. And the next part I was going to maybe talk about a little bit is that your consciousness is really always, or your higher self, or your monad, or your soul expression, whatever name you call it, it's really about loving yourself. You could say, well, I love that, and that, and then all of a sudden you can't even love yourself. But when you start loving yourself and you honestly and earnestly, put your hand over your heart and go like, I just love myself and all my beauty and all my magnificence. And the more that we can start loving ourselves and reminding about how wonderful and lovely that we are, is that energy is really right here in this heart space. And it's really reminding us that there's more to this beautiful life. It's really about love, and it starts with you. And the more that you expand with those energies and these frequencies, these are huge bands of energies, and all of that is available for every one of us. So, is there any other questions?
Yes, this is like a personal question for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just estimate this, but how are you accessing the Akashic Records? Do you think it's coming from your subconscious mind?
Yeah, so my Akashic Records are, when I first had my first experience with the Akashic Records, I had it, it was a spontaneous, like almost like a death scene, and it was pretty traumatic and pretty messy, I'll just say that. It was a druid. But when I go back in time, when I started doing the automatic writing, that was back in 2008. I did it from January 1 of 2008, and I continued to do the writing. And back in 2015, I kind of had this kind of like this idea, like, I wonder if I've always been operating with my Akashic Records, but I didn't really know what it was. And so it's kind of like this beautiful state of guidance for me. Like even now, like before when I was doing the automatic writing, I just thought I heard a voice from the right side, and it was a proper English woman, and I thought that was just some weird, strange thing, but maybe that might have been part of my Akashic Records. And then if I go back in time from little Susie, I'm guessing that a lot of the stories and the things that I've written when I was little, and the coloring and all the art that I used to do as a child, I think that probably was part of the Akashic Records too. So sometimes when we're looking at linear or non-linear energies is sometimes they're not exactly in the right sequence. Maybe it's, something happened in 2015, then I realized I had something when I was 10, but all of these energies, it takes a while for a person to process. It takes a while to process exactly what is happening, and we don't have to, like, go too deep with that or anything. But I think that the Akashic records are available for everybody, and the Akashic records have a great deal of providence over your divinity, because it's helping you. Sometimes, like, well, I'm going into these terrible stories with my records, or my past lives, but whatever we can do with the Akashic records or past lives, whatever name that is for you, is that we start getting guidance for the person boots on the ground now. Susie's boots on the ground, and then we have more guidance with the lessons in our life and also with divine purposes. All of these are really helping us right now. So I think we're going to be complete with this conversation now, but we just really want to really say thank you for my friend that is giving these questions, and just know that there's more questions for each one of us. Let's just say we're 5 years old or we're like 100 years old. We still have questions about what's happening in my field, and how much love can I give to myself? How easy can that be? So we'll see you soon, and namaste.